I should try to stay out of sight.
Not today. Turn back. Walk away.
Elot prisoners. Amorges wouldn't like it if I freed them. Off we go. The prisoners mentioned in the letter. I should free them.
Is anyone there?
Hey, Antidis? Is that you?
The gods will not forget your actions,
thank the
Mr.
gods.
They brought you to me, Mr.
Wait, Alexios? No, why'd it have to be you again? Go away. Help! Someone else! Help! Help! No, no,
Keep
no,
your voice
no.
down.
I owe you
The
enough,
guards will hear you.
Alexios. Why'd you have to do this again?
Malaka!
You breathe your last breath! Why didn't you bring them?
Antidis, my proud friend. What's happened to you this time?
The gods are not fair to Ainigmata. I spent my wealth on my gifts to you. I don't complain, that was fair. Then someone told me I could make a fortune in Messenia. But those Malakas sold me for a fortune instead. I am a slave here, and now you show up. How is that fair?
This isn't my fault. It's your pride that did this.
Yes, I, Ainigmata, am proud, and I will never be indebted to anyone. But now you save me again? Why do you keep doing this to me?
You said before you still owed me a favor. You can't repay me if you're stuck in a cage.
You just can't leave me out of your heroic deeds, can you? Now what can I do? I have nothing, Alexios. Nothing to pay my debt to you.
And it is. The Greeks are indebted to the gods, aren't they?
Of course we are. We can never repay their gifts to us. I am proud, Alexios, but not that proud.
I am the messenger of Zeus. I'm basically a god.
What? This is worse. How can I ever repay my debt to you?
As a god, I can forgive your debt, can I not?
Yes. I suppose you can.
I could use you on my ship. Varnavas may hate me, but you'll be kept out of trouble, and your debt to me will be fulfilled.
I, Eanthides, will never be indebted to anyone. Except a god. Who can resist the gods? I accept.
I'll see you on my ship, mortal. Known for his skill in working in rare metals. I should take the sword there.
You saved me! You saved me! Thank you, Mystios!
Copies or Kofinos? What do you need?
You ever seen anything like this before?
Zeus's balls! Do you know what this is?
Broken?
It's adamantine! This stuff is priceless! And I don't mind telling you, I'm the one man in the islands who knows how to properly work it. I'll need more adamantine to fix it, though. A lot more.
Will this help? This metal looks similar.
What the... Where in Hades are you getting this stuff? No, I don't want to know.
Here, don't tell me you need more, because I've run out of necks to cut it from.
Oh, there's a real passion behind your words, I can feel it. I'm personally glad to say that these will do. The blood on them is a nice touch, by the way. Helps with the quenching.
I do what I can.
Wait here, this won't take long.
I'm here to see Sokrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Sokrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xanthippe.
Sokrates never told me he had a wife.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Sokrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Sokrates been married?
It's been quite some time now.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Love is not a word I'd use. It frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the frustration. His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite a good lover.
That's not something I wanted to picture. It must be why Alcibiades seems so infatuated with him.
Don't mention that name around me. Always coming by drunk, sending Sokrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
Όποτε συμβήσετε, όσπερ ως ουκ εργάσεστε εδώ.
Είμαι τόσο ικανός όσο η μέτερη
Πλαισία ουδή συνεργάσει η μετέρη σου το έχει. Η εργασία
Xanthippe! Xanthippe, over here! Xanthippe!
What is it?
Sokrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I can't believe Sokrates was arrested. I need to find out what happened. I should be extra careful in this area.
They say some new gear is coming in soon. It's about time. Anything to have us take down more Spartans is okay with me. Who said? Wonder why they want to give us new gear now. Maybe there's a battle approaching. Interesting. Not that I'm complaining. Any excuse...
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
I only had to tell them how close we are, and they let me come see you.
Ah, then you used what you learned from me. I'm impressed.
My words cut very, very deep.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty, and your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Sokrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
I've known you for a while now.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married? From what you just said, that means either we're not friends, or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Alexios, you!
I'll come back when I have what I need. Watch will be vigilant here.
Oh no, not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
I could use some help over here.
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
Why are you here? Be quick.
You told Sokrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Sokrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Sokrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Sokrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Sokrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Sokrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Sokrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
If you just told him your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Sokrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily. He'll have more drive when he finds the answer on his own.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Sokrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Sokrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Please, don't come back here again.
This is it.
Burn cover!
I've had enough out of you.
You're making this too easy.
It burns!
Someone save me!
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Sokrates.
You are? Prove it.
Sokrates is one of the most frustrating people I've ever known. He just talks and talks and talks. And it feels like he asks questions just so he can continue talking and talking and talking.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him well.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Sokratese's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Sokrates.
I've always been curious. What does Sokrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Sokrates?
I've never met a man like him and I don't think I ever will again. Every day with him is one worth waking up for.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Sokrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Sokrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Sokrates gone, but I need to take care of them. To talk to them. Maybe I can convince them to stand up for Sokrates at the trial.
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
A student gets to take all the knowledge of their teacher without needing to come up with answers themselves. If they're smart, they should surpass those they studied under.
An astute observation. The time saved by receiving the knowledge allows the student not only to expand on the ideas, but to come up with more of their own. But what if the student expands on ideas without first seeking the truth behind them?
If a student asks questions before first learning from their teacher, they've not only failed their teacher, but themselves.
Yes, and more would do well to challenge what they hear.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Sokrates needs your help.
Sokrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Sokrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Sokrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Sokrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Sokrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you. There are few things greater than gaining the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Sokrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
Αδύνατον εσύ! Καλώνει με θεά.
Εργάζονται λοιπόν παράσιτον, που εργασία νουτροφή.
Τι το τούτον!
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Νηδία!
Those priests must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Sokrates. Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Sokrates. I should return to Sokrates before the trial starts.
πολλά τι χρήματα των πρώτερων.
Hey! You can't be here, Mistios! Leave!
Sokrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and where I say it. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
Oh, I doubt it. But it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Get somewhere safe, Sokrates. You fight like a clumsy child.
I'll make this quick for you. Let's dance, shall we?
I wonder what that was about.
With the things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and his talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Sokrates.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
The pelt from the Kallisto Bear.
I wish I'd had the chance to see this creature in the wild. It must have been stunning.
I was too busy trying to survive to wonder at the majesty of nature.
A pity.
This boar was far harder to kill than the Caledonian one. But I've yet to meet a pig that can't be skewered.
The gods chose well when they sent you to me.
The gods may watch me, but they do not guide me.
Then I feel for you. Artemis has always steered me right, and that includes in meeting you.
Chance can easily be blamed on the gods.
But can destiny?
I'll return when I have more pelts.
daughters of Olympus, please, lead us to safety. We can't lose anyone else.
I'm none of those, but I am Alexios, Hemistios. What's wrong?
My people are in grave danger. We lost our leaders and our warriors, and now our hunters have disappeared.
Hunting parties can be gone for weeks before returning. What happened to everyone else?
War. The fight between Athens and Sparta has reached our borders, so the men left to offer their swords. I fear that those remaining will be lost to the sons of Xerxes.
I haven't heard of the Sons of Xerxes. That's quite the name.
Persians left over from the Battle of Thermopylae. They have no nation except the heritage of an ancient king, but their numbers are great, and ours are not.
I would not trade our roles in this situation, though killing is my specialty, and I can hunt and track.
Do you deal in advice? I don't know how to address my people. They know something is wrong, and I'm not sure what to do about it.
There is no easy answer. If you were to take it one step at a time, how would you start?
I can't bring back the men, or stop the sons of Xerxes by myself. I know it's a lot to ask, but can you bring them home? Even if it's just bones, we'll need to honor them.
I'll look for the missing hunters.
My cousin Agnodiki volunteered to look for them. She hasn't returned either.
Ella.
Killing another Vistios always!
Those bastards! Those bastards!
Are you all right?
Do I look all right?
You survived. It's more than we can say for your companions.
That was our warning. First our hunters, then the rest of the village. I need to warn our magistrate about the son of Xerxes and their plans.
And I need to see her about my payment.
You've returned. What news of Agnodeki and the hunters?
Magistrate Perictioni, I have grave news. The sons of Xerxes are preparing to strike. Oh, it's you. Magistrate, this Mistio saved me from certain death.
For double the reward, I hope?
Finally, someone around here who knows how to use a sword. I've been trying to convince Peri to build our defenses since we first saw the sons of Xerxes creeping closer to the village.
This is my sister, Thea. She considers herself to be acting general of Lalaia in the men's absence.
It was your husband who shielded us before. Someone must do so now! Did you hear anything Agnodiki said? If we wait on the gods for help, we will be massacred.
The only language the sons of Xerxes seem to understand is violence.
Mistios, what if I hired you to protect the village?
I'll do what I can.
Good. Meet me at Kiphisos Spring. I have plans for those sons of Xerxes. Good to see your face again.
Yours too.
Lalaia is the daughter of Kiphisos, god of this spring. It's said that she lives in these pools.
Thea, right? Perictioni told me you've been acting as general. Though, from what I saw earlier, you and your sister don't see eye to eye.
Peri would die folded in prayer before she asked for my advice.
Sometimes we want a comforting voice that says everything will be okay, rather than to be confronted with harsh reality.
And now we are on the knife's edge waiting for the slaughter, and we have done nothing. I must prepare myself to fight, and hopefully the others too. Can you teach me?
Your sister says you act like a general. Let's see if you fight like one.
I'm ready. Hey! Oh! Ah! I told you not to go easy on me. You hit hard! Well, that was humbling.
The sons of Xerxes won't be as kind.
No, it's a good wake-up call. One I wish Peri could have. But Big Sister always knows best.
Sounds like she's always giving you a hard time.
You could say that. Acting like the hero while I do the dirty work.
Now you're the hero.
One can only hope to live up to that title. I've been playing soldier too long, and now I'm stuck in the role of Perseus while feeling like Andromeda.
A village of women, abandoned by their army and forced to take up the sword. Sounds like a story worth singing to me.
I don't care what songs they sing of my deeds. I care about protecting my sister and my village. If it is to my dying breath, then so be it. I will fight.
Spartan women are taught to keep up with Spartan men. Lalaia seems different.
It is an oversight that I've been pushing to correct. When the men leave for war, our defenses are limited to a few hunters too valuable to leave. Or young men who can barely hold a spear.
And now that the hunters are dead...
We're more exposed to attacks from the sons of Xerxes than ever.
I've seen kings and commanders. You share their temperament.
Perry married the governor. I am unwed. Spinsters do not become leaders. We exist on the fringes.
We should get back to the task at hand. There's still a lot to do.
You're right, but it's hard to know where to start. I need to train the others for war, but we are without weapons and armor. No blacksmith. But his daughter is still here.
And what about the hunters you lost?
We need to train replacements. There's also a camp close by. Likely the daughters of Artemis. They are not a friendly bunch, so we've been doing our best to avoid them.
Who should I train to hunt?
I've met with some volunteers from the village. They've got a little experience, but need to have their bow arms straightened. You can find them on the edge of Lalaia.
Not sure how useful I'll be to the blacksmith's daughter.
Methiadusa mentioned needing some materials before she can get started. Between you and me, she needs a little push. She's been helping her father at the forge since she could walk, but she still doubts her own abilities.
I'll get to it.
Tell me to make the weapons, but when you have them, ask if I know how. Oh, who are you?
A mercenary hired by the village magistrate.
Oh, that explains why I don't know you. I'm Methiadusa. Please don't tell me you need new weapons or armor.
I don't, but the rest of the village does.
Oh, that's worse.
I thought you were the village blacksmith. Why are you so reluctant?
I'm not the village blacksmith. My father is, and my brother is his apprentice. I just fetch wood when they need it. Now they all expect me to arm the village.
Are you the only member of your family left?
I'll know when the men return from war. Mater left with the ferryman last year.
Is there any way I can help?
I think Pater left the molds and tools nearby, but I need ore, and even then I might make something utterly useless.
You look capable enough to me.
There's a difference between knowing how to do something with your mind and knowing how to do it with your hands.
Fair enough. What kind of ore do you need?
Any kind of ore will technically do, but...
But...
My pater used the legendary ore when making a dagger for my mater. It is called Aphrodite's ore. Sounds strange, but it's true.
How did the ore get its name?
The legend says Hephaestus, god of the forge, found this ore and used it to make a helmet for his wife, Aphrodite. She loved it for its color. Because of that, the ore works in the hands of any smith.
Where can I find the ore?
It's hard to reach. It's down the cliffs at the Persian remnants in a secret cave, just above the water.
Sounds like you've been there before.
I told you, I wasn't a smith. I was there to fetch what Pater needed. I'd go myself, but I need to hit up the kiln.
I'll bring back Aphrodite's ore. That must be the cave. I can see why this ore is named for Aphrodite. That should be enough ore for Methiadusa. Time to head back. I found the ore.
Amazing. I'll ready the molds.
Will that be enough for the village?
It should be a good start. Oh, that reminds me. I have a problem.
You and the rest of Lalaia.
I'm just one smith, and I can divide my time between making weapons and armor. But it will slow down the process. It would be faster if I just worked on one. Which should I focus on? Weapons or armor?
You can't kill bandits without weapons. We'll just have to hope their archers have poor aim.
Yes, you're right. Your confidence gives me hope. Thank you for your help.
Τα ημέτερα σιτία δίδεν τα υποχειρός. Ισχυρός εντός.
This is the whole hunting party?
We're all Lalaia has to spare since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons. You must be the Mystios Perictioni hired.
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed in killing well enough.
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your bows and we'll go. Tell me about Lalaia.
We've been blessed by both the waters of Kephissos and by Aphrodite herself, for she is the source of all beauty.
All settlements need to be near water. Ours just has a lot.
And you fish in the pools and the river?
Kephissos provides us with what we need.
Not enough in there to provide for all of Lalaia. That's why we need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less game around?
I've been relying more on fish and fruit. It's enough for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
They're still food. Perhaps their numbers aren't as high as we think.
They may not have enough archers to black out the sun with arrows, but they do have enough to fill every citizen of Lalaia with holes.
Why are you in my way?
Here we are. A great bear is said to live nearby.
Don't mention the bear. I'm already regretting being here.
To shoot, you need to raise your elbow to be level with your hip, keeping your arms straight and relaxed. The arrow needs to be just below your eye, then exhale on release. Try to aim for the eye, so that you don't damage the rest of the body.
I won't lose!
Thank you, Mistios. I've learned much from the bow. Aphrodite may provide, but Artemis acts.
Lalaia is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I can do my part to take care of it. Thank you.
That should be enough to get you through the week, but there's still much to be done for Lalaia. I've done all I can for these women. Time to get back to Persuasion. I should be careful. High security here.
think about this?
Destroying the castles is strategic. Wandering through the woods looking for scouts is a waste of time. Eagle Bearer. Good. You can talk some sense into my sister.
I've just spoken with the hunting party. They recovered new enemy arrows near the boundaries of the village.
Scouts, likely sent ahead to find weaknesses in Lalaia's defenses, of which there are many.
That's what I've been telling Perry! We need to kill those scouts. Even if we do defeat the lion's share of the sons in battle, the scouts will cut our throats as we sleep.
If everyone dies in battle, there will be no village left to defend. Agnodiki spoke of enemy weapons caches. If we destroy those, we'll cut the legs off our foes.
What did Agnodiki find?
She overheard the sons of Xerxes discussing supplies they stole from a nearby fortress and returned to their camp.
Why are these scouts such a threat?
What if we're away in battle and the scouts return to kill those we've left behind?
We need to deal with this now.
Which do we focus on, the scouts or the caches?
I'll take care of the scouts. The last thing we need is an ambush.
If you've chosen wrong, we'll be exposed with nothing to show for it. But if you must go, go now. Are you ready?
I'll see you when it's done.
What is it that Spartans say about shields? With them or on them?
May the gods guide your path and the arc of your sword.
Come on.
until you're dead, Mistios!
That's all of them. Better get back to Lalaia. I hunted them to the last.
I'll sleep easier knowing that.
I still worry about them overcoming our numbers in battle. But thank you. This will change our fate.
How prepared are we?
We're under attack. Thea and her warriors are holding them off, but we need reinforcements.
As prepared as we're going to be. Go. I'll stay with those who can't fight.
This way! They've got us pinned against the rocks.
I got you!
I can't believe we did it. But the cost.
Yeah. This is war.
We killed them. How? All I remember was swinging until my arms hurt, then swinging more. If you hadn't killed those scouts, I might have died thinking of them.
I'm glad it's over.
I may not be a champion of the gods, but it'll take more than a few wounds to fell me. Let's return to Lalaia.
Over there.
Perry!
Thea, I'm here. It's okay.
It's over. We beat them back. All that's left to do is burn the bodies.
You protected my sister and my village. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
We protected each other.
I don't know how we can ever repay you. Gratitude, Misthios. Here is the drachmi as promised. You will always be welcome in Lalaia.
My grandfather died not too far from here. I'm glad he defended this place from the Persians.
Alexios, if you could come see me before you leave, I'll be by the waterfall.
And now the work of rebuilding begins.
It's good to see all this beauty at peace once again.
And for years to come, thanks to you.
I can't promise you peace,
But you did give us the tools to preserve it.
It was good to get to know you. I'm glad the gods smiled upon us by bringing you here.
What will you do now?
Well, someone needs to stay and keep Lalaia safe. I'm about to start training the children in combat. We won't be caught off guard again.
I could think of no better general.
Here, Alexios of Sparta. May you have a long life.
Into cover! There he is! Αναστάτωση.
You won't leave here!
I don't know.
Well, does it hurt like a bear biting you? Or a mouse?
Like 3 mouses. No, like 4.
Ah, so a puppy bite-sized hurt. Got it.
Will the hurt go away?
Tell you what, you have to scare it away. If you roar like a lion, it'll run.
Grrr!
Good job. Now run along home.
You must be a physician.
Yes, I'm Lycaon. You must be a Misthios. Are you here for treatment?
That depends. Will I have to roar for you too?
Sometimes the best medicine I can give my patients is a dose of hope. I take it you're not in need of care?
I'm healthy as a horse.
You look strong and prepared for anything. My patients need mandrake herbs. There's a patch of them growing by a little stream southeast of here.
Are you too busy to pick them?
Too chewy. A pack of wolves is resting near the stream. I'll pay you generously for your trouble.
You know how to talk to a Misthios. Is that all you want? The mandrake herbs?
For now. Bring them back to me, and I'll package them for my patients. Then we'll see.
I'll bring you the herbs. You said they were southeast of here?
Yes, by a little stream northeast of Kira. The flowers haven't bloomed yet, but the leaves are a distinctive gray-green. Thank you.
Gaun said the herbs would be near a little stream. That looks like it. These must be the herbs Lycaon wanted. These should be enough mandrake herbs. Time to go back to the physician. Here, I found your herbs.
Thank you. I'll prepare these for my patients. Could you please stay a while?
I'll wait.
I've crushed the herbs so they'll be easier to take. Could you please bring them to my patients? Just tell them they're from me, Lycaon.
I thought I brought you more herbs than this.
I needed to save a double dose for my grandmother. I'll give it to her soon.
Sure. I'll just deliver the rest then.
Thank you. All my patients are in and around the Hora of Delphi. One should be at the animal pens to the west. One is building a house in the northeastern corner. And, one works in the fields to the south. Come back here when you're done.
I'm sure I can find them. Lycaon sends his regards.
The medicine he promised. Thank you. Tell me, did he look well?
He didn't look sick to me.
I've seen him up and walking around at all hours, mumbling to himself. He seems worried. I should bring him some sweets to cheer him up.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Lycaon made this medicine for you.
Thanks. See, I take care of these beasts, and Lycaon takes care of me. Too bad nobody takes care of him, though.
What do you mean?
His parents died young. His grandmother raised him, but then she was born under a cursed star. Never mind that. He's a good boy.
I'm sure he is.
Η μήτρη μου λέγει ότι είναι ο Θογενής στρατιώτου.
These herbs are from Lycaon.
Oh, thank you. That physician is so thoughtful and so handsome. It's too bad he's decided not to marry.
Why not?
He just told me some nonsense about not wanting to burden an innocent woman with his worries. Personally, I just wish he'd been honest and said I'm not his type.
Huh. I wonder why he'd say that.
Oh.
I delivered all your medicine. Seems you have a lot of people concerned for your well-being.
Thanks. My grandmother, Praxithea, I have to bring her the last of the medicine. Will you come along with me to her house? I think I need your help.
Yes. I'd like to know what's going on here.
Oh, thank you. Please, my grandmother's house is this way. Thanks for coming with me.
Why do you ask me that?
If someone is impious to the point of doing grave injustice to people as well as the gods, do they not deserve punishment?
What did Praxithea do?
She spoke false prophecies for years. Those who came to her for advice received only lies.
Your grandmother was an oracle.
She confessed to me recently that she never heard the gods, and only repeated the words she was told.
Told by vile people with evil intentions.
Exactly. Wars have been fought over those words. She can't be left unpunished.
My family was torn apart by a false prophecy. If it was one of hers, I may take matters into my own hands.
Get out of here, Lycaon! I know what you want to do. You'll just bring more shame on our family.
I don't want to do this, Agavi. But for the sake of justice, we can't let Praxithea live.
It's out of our hands anyway. Some strange men were searching the village today, looking for her. I brought them here, and they dragged her away.
What kind of justice is that?
You wouldn't understand. She was an impious old fool. Now we have nothing more to worry about. Who are you anyway?
I'm Alexios. I've also been wronged by a false prophecy. It might have been your grandmother's.
If we don't find her, we can't settle any of this. Please help me figure out where she's been taken.
I'll look for clues.
What did you expect me to do? All that talk about killing? A solution showed up, so I took it.
That wasn't the way it was supposed to happen. She's my responsibility, not yours.
Praxithea must have lost this bracelet in the struggle. But no ordinary thief would have left something so valuable behind. This looks like a contract. Deliver the package to the drop-off and don't damage it. If they mean Lycaon's grandmother, chances are she's alive. Have you seen anything strange going on around here?
Well, if bandits taking over my cousin's farm is strange, yes.
What did they do?
Gave her a running start. She can't go back there. They've set up camp, and they're armed and dangerous.
Interesting. Where is that farm?
It's not far west of here, but I wouldn't mess with those bandits.
Thanks for the advice. Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Alexios.
I'm no fool, Lycaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
She's your grandmother, and you're no killer. You should give this more thought.
She's my responsibility. I don't want her to suffer. That's why I asked you for Mandrake. It's a painkiller. But for now, will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's go find Praxithea.
Thanks, Alexios. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
That must be the farm where Praxithea is being held prisoner.
I'll enjoy this.
Thank you, my child. We must get away from here. Could more bandits be coming? Please, let's get out of here. Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family? Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Who wanted you kidnapped? These brutes didn't come up with the idea themselves.
Please, don't ask me that. The ones who want to punish me now, the ones who told me what to say, they would bury you alive if I told you about them.
The ones with masks and dark cloaks? The cult of Cosmos?
Do not speak their name.
Did she tell you? Is she the oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lycaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
I've killed enough people to know that violence has no end. Better to move on, and make the best of the lives the gods have given you.
Move on? But you said Praxithea ruined your family.
She can do no more harm. Killing her for revenge won't change what happened. Besides, didn't you tell me something about hope?
Thank you for your mercy. I promise I will do good with what's left of my days.
You're right, Alexios. I might not be able to forgive my grandmother, not right away. But she can go on with her life, and I with mine.
I think you've made the right decision, Lycaon.
How do you do this? Decide who lives and who dies?
How do you do it, Lycaon? All those lives depending on you, needing your healing and kindness.
I think I need you, Alexios. Not to kill anybody or find anything. Just to stay with me.
I can't stay forever, but for now, let me take care of you, healer.
Thanks for all your help, Alexios. I guess I was the one who needed healing after all.
I need to talk to him. He must be the one Pythagoras mentioned. The lair of the Sphinx. Impressive.
Oh my, Amistios!
What are you doing here?
My name is Gorgias, and I have spent my life researching the past of Boeotia and the Peloponnese.
I'm looking for the other half of this amulet.
Ah yes, I know of items like this. I was seeking a piece similar in size.
Where is it?
Unfortunately, my apprentice was the one tracking down its final location in Locris. He went to retrieve it, but never returned.
I will do everything I can to find your missing apprentice.
I appreciate the help, Mistios. I am very worried about my Pivos.
Where was your apprentice heading?
We heard rumors of a sighting near the tomb of Menikefs in Boeotia.
What was Pibos looking for?
There was a cave discovered that might contain items of great significance. I sent him to validate the claims before I made the journey myself.
Don't worry. I'll find out what happened to Pibos. He's over there. The creature that killed Pibos must have eaten the amulet. This must be Pibos, or what's left of him. These pieces fit together perfectly. This must be the key. The statue! It's gone! It must only work at night. I should come back after dark.
Another challenger. I hope you're more resilient than the last one.
By the gods! The statue came alive!
I am no statue, child. If you cannot comprehend what stands before you, how are you to entertain me?
What are you?
The Sphinx. the guardian of truth and knowledge.
Why are you here?
The gods sent me to protect something, and I've been its guardian ever since.
I came here for another reason.
Oh, then tell me, little one, why are you here?
You protect an object of great power. I have been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. At night they come without being fetched, and by day they are lost without being stolen.
The stars.
You're a wise one. What can run but never walks? Has a mouth but never talks? Has a head but never weeps? Has a bed but never sleeps?
A river.
That could be. This thing all things devour. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal. Slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down.
Time.
I'm impressed. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices.
My, is that Alexios of Aiad, the Eagle-Bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Praxila.
I'm Misthios, not some famed lover.
I heard that Alexios learned a special healing touch from Lycaon.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxila?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxila. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Praxila should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart. Among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses. These must be the coral roses. I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a mystios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay. She's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Archimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Aiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Aiad?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Aiad, eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, Al-Al. All the kings cowered from this god-child's power. Are scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of titans. He who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
Achaikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without Achaikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Archimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre. Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
I'm looking for a missing lyre.
Aren't we all?
Are we? Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Ainigmata a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a liar?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Ainigmata.
Out of the way.
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use a drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help. That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the lyre.
Thank the gods, I'm saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxila's lyre?
No. They gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxila's my mother.
What? Praxila's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Praxila was born with a calling for the arts. It was her right to follow it.
She should have thought of that before she decided to have a family. I wish my father had never made her that lyre.
Speaking of the lyre, I know you have it.
Malaka, I do, but it was damaged in the struggle. Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxila? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxila as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxila who I am.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into? Alexios, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tuneless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I've watched the port grow into a town, and the small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre, and your home is a poetry festival. You never wanted to settle somewhere.
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I lived a life respected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship, but there are many here who dedicate themselves to the strings and to the verse.
I see.
Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Praxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. A Haikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get a Haikos back. Now he's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, a Haikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help a Haikos sing.
I've seen some liars with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair a Haikos. Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla. Hope these are enough guts for fixing a Haikos. This shell should be perfect for Praxilla's lyre. Away we go! Ah, sunrise. That should be enough wood for a new lyre. I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
The Mistios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice, but we should get going. So, cucumbers?
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the laurels.
In your poem you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year. Praxilla! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Alexios, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Second are the shining eyes and face of my lover.
Oh, that's so romantic! Is it a new variation?
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse.
Alexios, your interpretation of my poem has made me feel more connected to it than I have in years. You didn't recite my words, but the emotion shone through.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
I have him now! Those doors are shut! Like your I will enjoy taking your life!
Come here! Now!
Get out of here!
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me, and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
Μόνος πόνος κάμπτε και αναγκάζει.